So he's been connected with the WWE since WrestleMania, like what was it, 5 and 6, where they did it at the Trump Taj Mahal or something like that in Atlantic City.
Yeah, four I think was the first one. They
Yeah,
did a Trump. Yeah, and then they did four. They did five right after that. Four and five back to back at the same place.
yeah. So he's got this personal relationship with Vince McMahon and whatnot. And no doubt he's asked him about like, hey, getting in acting and all that shit. Like, dude's taking a stunner from Steve Austin. He's in the WWE Hall of Fame. Like, no doubt he's picked up like how like heels like personify themselves on TV. Like, he's trying to be a fucking heel.
Oh man, that's an
So
interesting thought that he's trying to go heel.
yeah, where's QAnon with that one?
Oh
Goddamn, it's
man,
Cornetanon, motherfucker
Cornette.
Trump, fucking Vince McMahon teaching him how to be a heel, dumbass motherfucker,
Outlaw Mud Show.
fucking outlaw politician, mud show bullshit. Fucking Melania doesn't love you, piece of shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I partially blame Vince McMahon for this shit. You can kind of see where I'm coming from, though.
Yeah, yeah, I could.
Like, dude, him holding a rally, like, that's him cutting a fucking promo.
Pretty much. Yeah. All right, now we need to have a Royal Rumble of sorts with this electoral vote because
All right, whoever throws Biden over the top rope becomes the champion. I'm gonna throw him over.
with a tear in my eye, this is the best day of my life.
I lost my smile.
And then he does a backflip off the top rope.
Tries doing a moonsault on a Kurt Angle and just break his neck.
That's so symbolic too, because Kurt Angle would be wearing like the red, white, and blue singlet too. It's like, look, he just broke America's neck.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Yeah. It really is sad though, like the whole Capitol thing, like it really is pretty pathetic, you know? Like
It
again, like
is.
demonstrating having a protest is one thing, but bringing it to that level, like holy shit,
Yeah,
dude.
and here's the thing, and like people brought up a pretty damn good point. Like when there were like, Black Lives Matter protesters, like just marching. That's all they're doing is just walking through the fucking street. They were shot up by fucking rubber bullets, pepper spray, and whatnot. These guys are storming the fucking Capitol. Not one cop is like pulling a fucking taser on them.
Well, there was that one woman who got shot in the chest and died. Like a couple of people actually, I think four people ended up dying as a result of this
There were
thing.
there
I
were
know one of them was a woman who got shot.
One of them was a woman that got shot. One was a cop that actually died. Um, from what I understand, if I read the article right, he was a Trump supporter as well. Which it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Huh.
Like, but yeah, you gotta love these fucking guys that like. I'm sure you saw the picture of like the guy in like Nancy Pelosi's office, like his feet are up on their desk and whatnot. And he's just sitting there all smug, like a big piece of shit that he is.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so he's a smug little fucking bastard. He got arrested recently, and his excuse was I was looking for the bathroom.
I was looking for the bathroom, so I took a little candid photograph at Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. What, did you take a shit in her chair and you thought that was the bathroom, bro?
yeah. Actually, oddly enough, like there were people that were like just rubbing shit on the walls and pissing everywhere. Um,
See, like, I'm not big into government. I've never really been like a big fan of the government, but I remember like in seventh or eighth grade or something like that, where I took a trip with my class to go see Washington, D.C. And you can't help but like when you stand in the Capitol and you look up at the dome, like it's pretty fucking impressive. So
yeah,
and just to think about like the history of our country, like it is kind of not like I wouldn't say sacred ground, but at the same time, like I can't imagine being the kind of person to have the balls to deface a property like that. It would be like, defacing the Statue of Liberty or I don't know, like going to France and like shitting on the Arc de Triomphe or something or the Eiffel Tower. Like that's like unfathomable to me. Like that's almost worse than desecrating a church or equal to desecrating a church in my mind. Like that's pretty fucking foul. You have to be a pretty like disgusting human being to take it to that level. So anybody who did that kind of shit and got doxxed or whatever, because I'm not big on like cancel culture, but if you were caught maliciously doing shit, then fuck you, you deserve to lose your job and shit. But if people got doxxed and lost their job because they were just at the protest, that's kind of bullshit. I have a feeling that might have happened too. I mean, I don't know, but like
It's definitely
But it,
possible. It's definitely possible. I know there was one article I didn't read it like thoroughly, but apparently there was like one of the guys just marching along and like you see him like in the Capitol building where Trump signs and flags and whatnot. He's got his fucking work badge ID like just hanging out. So
fucking idiot.
yeah, so his job actually fired him. They're like, look, we don't want to be associated with this. This is fucking bullshit.
Huh. See, I don't know, man. I don't. If he was just there and he lost his job, I honestly think that's kind of bullshit because I should have the right to show up to any whatever that I want to show up to, and my political beliefs should have no bearing on my job unless they're getting in the way of something. Like I said, if I was one of the people who you saw like sitting in Nancy Pelosi's chair or rubbing shit on the walls or
Right.
something, then by all means arrest my ass, take my job away. But if I was being, peaceful and just there to protest, then what right do you have to take my job away? That's kind of fucked up.
Well, like, look, here's the thing for me at least. Like, if he was out on the street just marching or just like holding up signs out there, just on the steps or something like that, all right, fine. Like, you're one of the people that like broke into into the Capitol building. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, if I go and rob a bank, I'm either gonna get shot at or I'm gonna get arrested or both. Like, there are consequences with every action that you do. And that's one of the things that's kind of been missing in the last 4 years, that like there's no consequences for actions anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially when it comes to a certain president, he can just kind of say and do whatever he wants. It seems.
Yeah, well, like once he's out of office, like I know Southern District in New York, like they're chomping at the bits, like they're waiting for him to like the second he's no longer president, like you're gonna see like at least like 20 suits going against him.
Crazy, man.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, I don't know. If like I said, if a guy was there and he lost his job just for being there, I do think that's kind of bullshit. Because like just because you're there doesn't mean you support that shit. Like if I'm at something and people start losing their minds and tearing shit up, it doesn't mean that I support that shit. It just means that those people lost their fucking minds. I don't want anything to do with that. Like it's sort of like don't lump me in with that crowd kind of thing. Like I am in that crowd, but it doesn't mean that I condone all of these people's actions either.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. It's like the argument of like, like you're driving your buddy home and then you find out like, you picked him up at his girlfriend's place and he fucking like killed her before you picked him up.
Exactly.
And, like, then you're
right.
Then you're an accomplice.
You're an accessory all of a sudden.
You're an accessory or an accomplice or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get that argument. But it's, again, it's like, the second like they entered that fucking building, it's like, hey, all bets are off. Like you're trespassing somewhere you're not supposed to be right now.
Oh yeah.
Like
agreed.
That's it.
Oh yeah, as soon as anybody who actually trespassed and like went and broke shit, like they deserve to be prosecuted for sure.
And I mean, like, in a way, like I don't blame the guy's job because, like, you give the guy a slap on the wrist, like, don't you do that again? Like, chances are Trump holds another rally to like storm the Capitol again. Like, the guy's probably gonna be there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, it depends on if he's there to storm it or if he's there to just protest. Because I think there's a big difference between protesting and rioting. And some people were there to protest, some people were clearly there to riot. And the ones who were there to riot deserve to get fucked. The ones who were there to protest, then, while I don't agree with them, they have the right to be there. As long as they're not breaking any laws. If they're on grounds that they don't belong on, then, obviously some of those people stepped that boundary and went into the fucking Capitol. But some of them didn't, right. So... I don't know. I'm just saying not all of them are fucking assholes. They're all, I don't agree with all of them. I think they're all wrong about the election being fraud, and I don't think that what they did was a good way to go about trying to prove their point or get anything out of it. But, I guess they have the right to say what they want to say. But
oh, yeah, absolutely. You have the right to say what you want. You have the right to protest what you want.
I just don't think people should lose their jobs for that. They should lose their jobs for doing shit they actually fucked up, where they're breaking shit or causing a ruckus or,
Yeah.
But, anybody deserves to lose their job or whatever after that, because I mean, no place has room for that.
Here's the thing: I only saw like a picture of this guy in the article. Like whether if there's like video of him breaking shit, like fuck yeah, bets are off, you're done.
Yeah.
So again, I don't know. Maybe there is video that somebody sent to like his boss is just saying like, hey, this is your guy. What are you gonna do about it? I will say though, the best video that I saw though was up on fucking Twitter, and this is partially why the internet's awesome.
Oh no, what have
It's
you got?
so as like some Trump supporters are like storming the castle, so to speak. Um, they're trying to climb up this fucking wall and whatnot. And there's a guy like reaching over trying to like pull people up and whatnot. There's one person
Hmm.
almost fucking makes it, falls off and lands on like a metal like security gate and like rolls off and whatnot. Somebody fucking put Jim Ross's McFoley call on there.
Oh my God.
Like
That's
they're right above
awesome.
us, folks. I don't like it a damn bit.
Oh my God,
Sure
that's
enough, like
amazing.
oh no, good God Almighty, good God Almighty, it killed him.
Oh
Fucking
my
loved
God, that's
it.
amazing.
Jim Ross makes everything better. He's
He really does.
like Jim Ross on commentary is like Jim Ross is basically like the bacon of commentary. He makes everything better.
He really does. I did see a pretty funny one too of somebody posted up a picture of people like sort of like you said like scaling up the walls or whatever,
Yeah.
and they put in a picture of Donkey Kong and called it Honky Kong. I thought that was pretty
Like,
amazing.
all right, well done, man. Well
Oh,
done.
that was good shit, Honky Kong.
Here comes another motherfucker.
Oh man. Oh. At least you can get some funny out of it, if nothing else, right?
Yeah.
Or did you hear about the guy who people thought was Jamiroquai?
No, I didn't hear about this.
Okay, so there was this guy who like was wearing like all this furry shit and he had this weird hat on and he had like all this, he looked like he was straight out of fucking what's that Mel Gibson flick, Braveheart or whatever the fuck. Looked like he
Oh,
was straight out of that. And
oh,
people
fucking
thought it was
that fucking guy,
that fucking guy.
dude.
People thought that he was Jamiroquai because Jamiroquai like goes on stage, wears that weird hat like with helmets or horns and shit.
No,
And
no.
Jamiroquai had to post on social media like, dude, that's not me.
Oh man, I just no like even like far away. I never like saw that. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Jamiroquai. I'm just like that's a dude with a bad Viking fetish.
That's a dude who watches too much. I don't know, but too much of something.
Like this is a guy that watched Lord of the Rings and just goes, "Fucking Gimli's a pussy."
I could do that. Give me Orlando Bloom. Shit.
Just give me an axe in 20 minutes. I'll have that whole Mordor torn down. Doop doop doop.
Hey, I got an idea. We'll storm the Capitol, right? We'll smear shit and piss all over the walls, sit on Nancy Pelosi's desk, do.
And we'll steal like, steal papers and podiums and stuff like that. Okay, where do you go from there? I don't know. Just do it. Doop doop doop.
That's the thing. What were they gonna get out of this? I mean, all they're doing is delaying the count, but they still have to do it. Like, and what does stealing get? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
It
Like,
sounds like it was written by Vince Russo. Okay, bro.
bro, here's a big swerve. They're complaining about stealing the election. You know what they're gonna do? Swerve, bro. They're gonna try and steal the election.
Here's a bigger swerve. What we're gonna do? We're gonna steal the Capitol piece by piece, bro.
Bro, you know what they're doing? They keep saying, oh, it's not going to be a coup. This guy says, oh, the other side's going to do a coup. You know what? Here's a swerve, bro. We're going to have Trump hold a rally and just tell him this is going to be a coup. We're taking back the country, bro. Total swerve. Nobody sees it coming, bro.
America, bro. Oh my God. It does. It sounds like a bad wrestling angle, doesn't it?
It
I mean,
really
if you step back
does.
and look at it, you're like, wow, this is just shitty wrestling in real life.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're menaces. Just look at this evil prick.
And then we show a picture of the dude in the fur.
Yeah. Then we show the furry.
Yeah, the furry. Viking furry. That's one furry Viking, pal. Ha
Ha Mantor.
ha. Oh my
can
God, he was kind of like a thin Mantor.
I can see the name of the lights right now, pal.
Oh my God. Trump tour.
Oh, God.
Regular. With that toupee. A giant toupee. When you come through, everybody will be shouting, Trump tour.
So here's what we're gonna do.